Hi, I'm Pat Carney. I'm a program supervisor and NOLS field instructor, and we're here in the Tetons, and I'm going to talk a little bit about how we stay warm when we're winter camping. So right now, I've just put on my booty system, so my feet are nice and warm. And another component of keeping my feet and my hands nice and warm is keeping my legs and my core warm. So I'm gonna put on another big puffy jacket, and I'm also gonna put on my puff insulated pants. It's much easier to stay warm than it is to get warm. And so putting these things on now while I'm nice and warm will help me stay warm throughout the rest of the evening here. Now that I'm in camp, I'm in my camp wear, my nice big puffy layers, my booty system. If I start getting cold wearing all my clothes here, I can do some exercise. I can do some jumping jacks, I can do some sit-ups or push-ups, or another thing that we do a lot of in the winter time that helps us stay warm and helps with our winter chores. I can do a lot of shoveling. Some other important parts that help me stay warm while I'm winter camping are eating. Foods with fat and foods with carbohydrates are great sources of fuel that help me stay warm. And hydration is also really important. Hot drinks, teas, juice mixes are great, as well as just plain old water. So before I get into bed, let's take a look at the sleeping system that we use here. I use a 2-pad system. One is an inflatable pad. The other is a closed cell foam pad or Insulite pad. And before I get into my bed, I'll put some things in between those pads that I don't want to freeze overnight. And I'll give my sleeping bag a chance to puff up, to loft up, to help keep me warm. And the sleeping bags that we use are rated from -20 to -40. So while I'm getting into my sleeping bag, I'm gonna take a lot of care not to bring any snow into my sleeping bag. So I'll brush off any snow that's around my booties or on my legs or on my jacket before I get into my shelter. And also I'll be taking the same care while I'm getting into my sleeping bag. I'm gonna take my booties off, put these sleeping socks on, then I'm gonna take my puffy pants off, and then I'm gonna slide my legs into my sleeping bag. My first puffy layer I put into this bag here is to keep it organized and know where everything is. And then my next puffy layer, I'm gonna take this off, and this will become my pillow. So some other things that I'm gonna put in my bag with me tonight are, again, my toiletries, any electronics that I wanna keep warm, including my transceiver, which I'm gonna wear, but I'm gonna have turned off. And then I'll often put a hot water bottle into my bag, and this is sort of like my electric blanket in the backcountry. And then I'll just go ahead and zip up and go to bed.